Inter Milan's Argentine striker Lautaro Martinez is currently one of the deadliest attackers in world football, and this is how to play like him. Of course he's a centre forward, but he's much more than just a goal scorer. If you yourself are a centre forward and you want to try and mould your game to play like Lautaro Martinez, then you need to develop these underrated attributes that I'll go through throughout this video, as whilst goal scoring is a massive part of Lautaro Martinez's game, it's actually what he contributes outside of the box which makes him the player that he is. And if you watch this video to the end, you'll definitely be able to see this. So on the transition, when Inter Milan are looking to move the ball forward directly at pace, he is the ideal centre forward because his spatial awareness is second to none. An incredibly focused individual, Lautaro Martinez is happy to run in both directions. And this isn't just when his side have possession, he's also able to press from the front like a maniac and track back into defensive positions when his team needs him as well. He usually plays in a front two in Inter Milan's 5-3-2 system, alongside more of an advanced target man like an Edin Dzeko or Lukaku, who are going to retain a higher position in the attack. However, Lautaro Martinez on the other hand plays like a deeper line forward, dropping into positions that would resemble a number 10 and being the player to link the midfield and the attack with his back to goal. He's able to drop off from the forward line in behind the opposition's midfield, and with his back to goal even under pressure, he can receive the ball, and with his ball control but also his strength to hold off the defender, he's not only able to keep the ball but lay the ball off into the midfielders behind him, and so he's almost used as a centre point of the attack. Inter Milan can play a direct ball into his feet, knowing that rather than the ball bouncing off him and into losing possession, the ball's going to stick with Lautaro Martinez. They can then get their midfield higher up the pitch, Martinez can lay off the ball, and now Inter have transitioned the ball from their own half into the middle third and can now look to play the ball into the final third. Now, in order to link the play like Lautaro Martinez, you first need to develop your spatial awareness. If you drop too early into the space, first of all the opposition's midfield are going to be able to just shift across and cut the passing lane into your feet, or one of the centre backs can simply push up and get really tight to you. So the timing of your movement is very important, and this is going to come from experience, not moving too early, instead waiting for the pass to be played to one of your central midfielders and then moving so as soon as they control the ball, they can then play the pass into your feet. And so you're not actually standing still in that area for too long, making it easy for the opposition to mark you or cut off the passing lane into your feet. But you'd also need to develop your upper body and core strength in order to hold off defenders with your back to goal, and of course your ball control as well. If your first touch isn't on point when you are under pressure from centre backs, the ball's just going to bounce off you, and so combining strength with ball control under pressure is essential to link in the play like Lautaro does. But Lautaro is the ultimate complete forward, and so if you want to play like him, it's not just enough to have the link up play outside of the box, you also need his goal scoring inside of the box as well. His most prolific streak came in the early rounds of this season, where his ability to find a one-touch finish allowed Inter Milan to finish off these attacks that he had initially linked. First of all, his ball control inside of the box allows him to set himself to get into a shooting position, which obviously is crucial, as if your first touch isn't good, you're going to need a second to get the ball out of your feet, and this can be the difference between you getting a shot away and the defenders managing to block your shot. And so once again, having that immaculate ball control is not only going to allow you to link the play efficiently, but also get into goal scoring positions. And when he does get the opportunity to strike the ball, he does this impeccably with his laces, and he often favours a drilled finish into the bottom half of the net, usually going across the keeper where most of the space is, making it hard for the keeper to get down in time to stop the ball. But in spite of this, Lautaro Martinez still remains unpredictable, and this comes from another underrated attribute of his, which is his two-footedness, which even further decreases his opponent's chances of stopping him. And this pretty much solely comes from the training ground, and so it's clear that Lautaro Martinez is a highly focused and well-practiced individual. But probably the most underrated attribute of any great goal-scoring striker is their movement inside of the box, and Lautaro Martinez is no exception. But unlike poachers who often like to make a run in front of the defender when the ball is in a crossing position, trying to get into that space between the goalkeeper and the defenders, whilst Lautaro can certainly provide this sort of movement, a lot of the time he likes to receive the ball a bit further from goal, and this often comes from checking his run, which allows him to get away from the defenders who anticipate his movement towards goal. They drop further back, Lautaro Martinez simply holds his position or just drops off to the edge of the box or just inside, from where the wide player knows he's going to be in this sort of position. They can play a low cross into this area, and this is where his shooting and finishing ability can then be seen, because he's created that space for himself from where with his right or his left foot he's able to finish past the goalkeeper. And so in order to play like Lautaro Martinez inside of the box, you don't just want to be making runs towards the goal, looking to get those tap-ins, you also need that spatial awareness of when to just check your run, hold your position slightly towards the edge of the box from where you're going to have the space to receive the ball. And even though it is going to be a harder finish than say a tap-in inside the 6-yard box, this is where a lot of the space is going to be. And so if you are able to constantly do this, you are going to get a lot more chances, from where if you then develop your shooting and finishing ability, you're going to ultimately score more goals. And so in conclusion, in order to play like Lautaro Martinez, you do need to be a complete centre forward, being able to link the play in the middle and final third by dropping off from the forward line and playing with your back to goal, where your strength and ball control and ability to lay off passes into your teammates is going to be crucial. But then when you're in the final third, you also need that movement to get into goal scoring positions, and then the varied finishing with both feet, as well as with your head as well to finish those chances when they come. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that video, check out some of our others, and remember to subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you do get notified when our videos come out.